wishes, it's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches and our cozy little quilty advent box openings. We are on day 21. My ex-husband thought it was just the best idea ever to do all of his Christmas shopping on the 24th. He just thought, that there was a skill set involved to find just the right thing on the 24th. He never did. But anyway, I would have to say that if you're not done shopping now, this would probably be a good time to get a move on. How are you? You okay? Yeah. I'm good, actually. Really, hang on, stupid cat. This crazy animal, she's like a puppy. She chews on everything. She chews on the corner of I got a birthday card from Allison in Scotland, and it fell on the floor, and I saw her going down the hallway with something in her mouth, and I stopped her, and she had chewed the corner, and it was my card, my pen pal. I took that thing away from her. But she chews on cords. That's like she's a puppy. It's like kitties lose baby teeth, right? Probably, maybe that's what she's doing. I don't know. She's crazy. She is. It's funny because she looks really like judgmental and like she's all about she's not. She's just ridiculous. She's just the funniest cat ever. But anyway, so I'm going to tell another story today, and this one is kind of a sad one, but it still has it's got this little sweetness in it that I don't know. I think it's about making do with what you've got. I used to work at a fair trade store here in Rockford, and it was not in the best part of town. It wasn't in a horrible part of town, but not the best. We did get a fair amount of homeless people or people with some mental illness. Just every now and then somebody would come in that was just a little, but if you're just kind to them and kind of just roll with them, walk around, eventually they leave. And I think there was only one time that somebody did make me feel pretty uncomfortable, but this was not one of those times. It was during the holiday season, and it was cold, and for some reason I was closing alone. Now that almost never happened, ever. I mean, there was usually always two of us to close because of the part of town we're in. It's just better to walk in the parking lot with someone else. But for whatever reason, I was alone. And this guy came in, and he had a little plastic bag, and he was bundled up, and he had the homeless look about him. There was a shelter, it wasn't exactly close, but it was in the general area of where the store was. And we usually suggested that they go find the shelter. But anyway, guy comes in, kind of walks around. The building that we were in had the store, and then there was a room in the middle that had a stage on it, and there were always tables and chairs set up in there and meetings, and then on certain nights there would be concerts in there. So the guy made his way into that room, and I could see him through the window, and he picked he looked at all the tables, and he picked the table that had a tablecloth on it. And didn't bother me. And from his plastic bag, he pulled out a beer a Twinkie and a Slim Jim, like, so, and he proceeds to lay it all out, kind of nice, you know. It was obviously, this was his dinner, and he broke open the Slim Jim and the Twinkie, and he, you know, once he got everything the way he wanted it to be, he cracked open his beer and just started eating his dinner. And the rules were I should have had him out the door before he even sat down, but I don't know, there was just something about him. I just couldn't. But we were closing in like 10 minutes, and I had places to be, and so I left him alone for a little while, and I watched him every now and then there was windows between that room and where I stood, so I could see him, and he, you know, ate his stuff, and he kind of savored his Twinkie. He sort of started to smile when he bit into the Twinkie, and then when he was finished, you know, he gathered it all up in the plastic bag again, and he came and asked me if there was a trash that he could. I said, absolutely, and I showed him where. And I said, you're going to have to go. And he's like, oh, why? And I said, well, we close, like, right now, and I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go. And he said, it's really cold. And I said, I know it is, and I'm really sorry, but you can't stay here. We're not a shelter. But, you know, if you go up he's like, yeah, I know where the shelter is. All right. Okay. So he proceeded to gather, you know, his can up, and he got out a cigarette, and I said, you can't do that in here. You need to take it out into the parking lot. And he's like, all right. You know, he would do that, and he opened the door to leave, and then he turned back, and, you know, he said, you have a real Merry Christmas. I said, you too. He said, thank you. You've been kind to me. I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're cold. And he said, it's okay. And off he went. And I felt like I could have done more, like I should have done more. But clearly he understood the streets, and maybe he'd find a bar. I don't know. But this time of the year, I always think about him. And I think about other homeless people who maybe only have Slim Jims and Twinkies and beer for dinner. I don't know. There's a lot of sad people, and I wish that they weren't. But anyway, that's the end of that story. If you know, if you can give, if you know of a shelter or a place where you could donate or volunteer, or they're people too, and they need people to care. They need someone to love on them a little bit. So let's see what's in the bags. And here we go, day 21, Missouri Star. Dun dun dun. It's chunky. Oh, look, it's stuck. It's coming out now, and okay, maybe this is the answer to the what do we do with the fabric that came. Oh yes, okay, I believe that is the case. So this is the Simple Quilty shoulder bag, and the panel is what we got yesterday. Would have been good if the panel came today, but whatever, no matter. No matter. Excuse me. So it looks like it's got a drawstring. It's got, oh, and you can use the wildflowers from yesterday's to embroider cute flowers on it. So here we have a strap and hardware, lightweight fusible interfacing, Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. All right. That's that. Mystery solved. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay, here we go with the elf. The elf. Day 9. The days are closing down to make those final projects. Love today's gift, as projects like these can be gifted and you will look like a quilting whiz. I think we're going a little far on that one, but okay. Day 9. Bring the magic of the season to life with bows and trees using the red fabric pattern and table runner piece for this project. Okay, that's cute. So I don't remember where those fabrics were. I should have been organizing more accurately. Are these? Remember the cardinal one came with, it wasn't that fabric though. I don't know. Today seems to be the I don't know day. Although answers were found with Missouri Star, but anyway, I'm going back to look, okay, like a quilting whiz. No, this will not be a quilting whiz. I'm feeling like I should know where this fabric is. Like, did it come in an earlier thing? Bring the magic of the season to life with bows and trees using the red fabric pattern and table runner piece for this project. The red fabric, the pattern, and the table runner. I don't have red fabric. But, I mean, I do. I have red fabric. I don't know. But it's real cute. Real cute. And it's got holly on it. So, because I was struggling there. I was struggling there to find the beautiful thing, and I don't know. I kind of crashed out. But we're good now. And somebody will explain to me what the red fabric was or were, and it'll be all good. All good. So, I hope you are all good, and that the next few days are not stressful and you know, you got to have this and you got to have that, and this needs to be done, and you know, the oven's not big enough to have everything in it that you really need, and there's too many people in the kitchen. I act like I've done this before, which I have. This year we will be going to my daughter's house, which is so kind. So, be well, be safe. Love you, bye.